Hello everybody, it's Denise here at Junk Journal Junkie UK. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're all well. Welcome everyone. So I've got my pretty owl out just to give you something pretty to look at. Unfortunately it's far too big for this book. I don't know if I'll ever get a book big enough for him, but I just love him. So I've been playing this morning with bits of embellishments for the altered book. So for those of you who have just joined me today, we've been altering a book with some kits from Nanine at Collage Type. All the description to her Etsy shop and the kits will be in the description. The links, I should say, will be in my description. So we're not necessarily embellishing today, even though I've been getting embellishments out and organising, playing with some of my gold paint. Look. I'm late on. I've been playing because I'm late on because I was waiting for my washing machine to finish, because it's in the room next door and you can hear it when it's spinning, so I had to wait for that to finish. So I've been having a little play and a little cut out. My owl's out because I dug the owls out. So what I said we'd do today was a couple of flip outs in the book. So I'll go through the book. You'll see all these in the next video, hopefully tomorrow, and we'll start using them. Yeah, I'll go through the book and show you the bits that I glued up that I told you in the previous video I was going to. That thistle beautiful. And then we'll have a look at these. I keep wanting to call them tip-ins. I suppose they are to some degree, but flip outs. Show you what ideas I've come up with and we'll have a go at it. And that's the washing machine telling me it's fed up of waiting for me to, well, it's a fancy machine and it tells you every 40 washes or so that it wants to be cleaned. It's self-cleaning, but you have to set it going because it takes about 2.5 hours, about 90 degrees, which is brilliant. It's a brilliant setting. It's you know, I've never had any smells or anything out of the washing machine. It works brilliantly, but it's very demanding, shall we say. And obviously I don't want to set it going right now for 2.5 hours. So I'll do it when I finished filming today. What was I saying? That completely threw me now. Oh yeah, I was going to look through the book, wasn't we? Yeah, so if this is your first time joining us, you may have to just pop back and have a look at the other two videos, or one of them, just to see what we're up to. But you know, you don't have to necessarily. If you think you can pick it up just by looking, you can just look at what we've done. Where's my little tag? It's still here, look. Right, so last time I showed you this book, this wasn't here. This was 2 pages. Well, it was 3 with this orange one. If you remember, I left 3 pages at the front. I decided to put the 2 together and make a side pocket. Like you've seen me do that further on in the book. Yeah, so there's like 3 pages together there, so it's made it a nice stiff front, because that is one of the pages I'm going to put the flip out, tip in, what you want to call it, in. And then we made a top loading pocket there. We made a side loading pocket there. We made a double set of pockets and another top loading pocket there, another side loading there. What did we do there? Oh yeah, that's got, so this has got 1, 2, 3 of those, like at the front, 3 side pockets. Another side loading. There we go, the side loading. Another 2 doubles. Another top loading. And then these are the ones that I think I stuck on. Yeah, I stuck these, matted these pages on after I'd finished filming, but I told you what I was going to do. So that one is a side pocket. And that one is just a page with the 3 stuck together. I can't remember if there's 3 or 2 at the back. Might only have been 2 actually, because again I want it thick, because I'm going to put the same thing in the back as the front. So that's where we got up to. So what I brought along was, I had a look through my scrap paper pads, because it's a nice thick card, not thick cardstock, thick paper stock or thin cardstock, but it's perfect for tip-ins and flip-outs. I'm going to call it a flip-out. And this one inside I love. This is the last piece. I think I've had 3 or 4 pieces of it now, and this is the last piece. I've always loved it, and I just think it goes really well with the colours in the journal. The dark brown leaves. Obviously the blue doesn't on the other side, but we can do something about that. So, but I didn't have enough to cut 2 pieces the same size. I managed 2 out of it. So I thought we'd have a bigger one in the front. And I folded it that way because I want to see all of that. So when that folds out, I'm thinking maybe a pocket in it, and perhaps some writing paper, but you know, journaling paper, but not stuck down, so that we can still see that, because you can actually journal over that if you want to. So I thought that could go in there, and we would decorate the front. And then the smaller piece, sorry I knocked you them, again I just folded not exactly what was left, because I've got another piece somewhere, you can probably see it kicking around, but as much as I could. And I thought that one, I'm loving the dark corners, you say, I thought that one could go in there like that. Might be upside down that, but we're going to cover that anyway. And then I was digging the owls out, because I was thinking, what about this, what about this? And I was thinking a couple of lovely big owls. I mean, he's way too big, isn't he? Even if I chopped his legs off, his back tails won't go in. But yeah, perhaps a couple of owls, I thought, with some you know, fancy paper behind. I don't know, I might not, but I did bring them. I didn't bring them all along, I brought a few along. So that one's from, let's shut the book so you can see. That's from Janie B. These are, I mean, he might fit. I haven't tried him, let's have a look. Oh, he does. Gorgeous. These are just out of bird books that I've cut out. Oh, don't think they'll fit anywhere, but I couldn't resist keeping them out. So I don't know what you call a collection of owls, if you call them anything. I'm sure there's a word for it, but they just look like a cloud of owls to me, baby owls. Beautiful, aren't they? Yep, so I just brought these little ones along because I thought I'll put them in with the embellishments. They might go in the book, but the bigger ones maybe front and back. I brought my mushrooms out just in case I wanted those on, you know, what we're putting on these. And then I've got brought along with me, because I don't know what I want on it, a piece of paper that's got all the Artemy. It's obviously out of a book because it's got a page number. Oh, these are just bits of paper out of Nanine's kit that are left over that we might use for matting, I don't know. Yeah, 4 of the pages that are on the cream paper, which came after I started the book. That's a page from Shabby Dabby Doodah, a freebie from Tina, but the colours go. Keep finding a little hint of the greeny blues. That's another one from Nanine's kit, from Janie B. Oh, there's another piece of that lovely paper that was left. And then these are like small journal card type things from Nanine's kit. And just 3 little tags, they're all on paper, those. So that's the assortment of things I brought with me. I've also got all the big, medium and small tags from the kit. You've seen them all. These are the big ones. You've seen all the smaller ones. They're all in the little boxes. So that's what we're going to do today. I showed you everything in the book I was going to, didn't I? We're all done. Apart from going round with the art glitter glue tip and making sure all the corners are stuck down. So I think if we do these flip outs today and get them in, and then tomorrow we'll make journal cards and start filling and embellishing. We'll do a bit of both. Okay, so now I've got them the size I want them. We don't necessarily need that, and I did, because you know what I'm like if you're with me regular, I wrote front, or I wrote F on them, because that one's going in the back and I want it to open that way, and that one's going in the front, I want it to open that way, just so I get the most of that beautiful distressed. So I somehow want to map them more. I've also brought my, I'm going to tear a page off this Shakespeare book, lovely aged edges on it. Might take 2 off because it's a bit big and I can put it on the floor out the way. So I don't know if I wanted to mat them with some of that. I mean, if I do, I really like the edges of that. I mean, I don't mind a tiny bit of blue showing, it might. Let's have a look at that. What did I do with the owls? Oh no, he's going on the... We don't want owls, do we? Maybe these. They're too small for that one. They are a bit, aren't they? They might fit nice on the back one. This one. Oh, that's got the bit of the blue flower as well. Yeah, we're not going to see any of that text at all. We really don't want that. That it actually means a completely different thing in Old English. It's not what you think it is, that, but we don't particularly want that word here. It's about stealing something. It means to steal something off somebody. But yes, we don't want it. We could use this bit. Let's just take that bit off because I don't want to offend anybody. There we go. Yeah, so if I want text, I'm going to have it right to the edge. Or I could put that down anyway. It's nice paper and stamp on it. Decisions. Oh, we're definitely having this first. Yeah, that's a perfect size, so that's got to be... Yeah, if we had it up there, we could have a lovely label on the bottom as well, couldn't we? It actually covers quite a lot of that up. I wonder if I could just have this text without the beautiful edge. Let's cut it down and see. I'll probably want it torn. Now I think about it, I want it torn rather than cut. Where are we going here? Yeah. Let's see if I can. Oh, that's good, wasn't it? Was it? I'm not sure that I had enough of the text there. This is the thing with plays, and I had the same problem with my dictionary paper, didn't I? They have a lot of white spaces. I'm just going to ink around it and offer it up and see. So, I hope you're all well, getting some crafting in. Like I say, it's very practically lunchtime here. I'm late today, filming for you. The weather's still nice. You've probably gathered I've got a line full of washing. Considering there's only 2 of us in the house, I don't know where it all comes from, but I certainly seem to have a lot. Yeah, so the sun's shining, but it's a little bit breezy. It's warm. But obviously that's all good news for my laundry, which is what we call washing. If you don't understand what I'm talking about when I say I've got washing to do, in England it's often a term we use for our laundry. I do quite like that on there now it's inked actually. But what do we think to this being square? Shall we rip this as well? I think we probably will have to because it looks a bit... I just like the hint of blue. There's a few blue flowers up here. Obviously it's gorgeous because it's got the mushroom. And there's just little hints of that blue or teal in the book here and there as well. And it just ties in. Well, I say that's blue. I don't know if that's black. It's a greyy blue behind it. Nibble, nibble, nibble. It could be worse. have torn worse. Yes, I've had quite a good response to the last couple of videos. Everybody seems to be loving the book that I've chosen, and of course Nanine's papers, who wouldn't? Yeah, I'll have to ink that. I haven't inked much, but I think this needs it. Yeah, so I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased you're enjoying it. Still give me a thumbs up or a comment if you are. Let's try it in the book. It's alright looking at it on that pink background, isn't it? Do I want more of that bluey colour covered up? Bluey, blacky, grey, whatever we're going with. Oh, I think if it's inked, and obviously we're going to have a label on the bottom, aren't we? Oh yeah, that brown ink on there is quite nice. I hope I'm in view. Am I in view? Oh yeah, it brought you down low a little bit, didn't I? Was it yesterday? In a previous video, it looks like you're still down low. Which is good for seeing things a bit closer up. Look what I'm doing to the book. But it doesn't give a good view of everything on the table when you're wondering what it is I'm up to. Yeah, that's changed it entirely, hasn't it? Yes, I like it. And I think I want a label on the bottom, but I think we might need to stick some layers in first and see what's happening. Right, do I want a thumb notch in it? I think I probably do. Not a very big one, but just one to say, hey, open me here and have a look. Oh, I nearly just went for it, didn't I? I was just wondering what's top and what's bottom, but it shouldn't matter as long as I'm on the front. I have done all that on the front, yes I have. Jolly good. I'm even thinking some of that gold acrylic round here might be nice. What are we at? 16 and a half, nearly 17. To keep my eye on that, because if I move it away I'll lose it. Doesn't seem in the middle that, does it? Not that big. There. Always flies at me. I've noticed on some of the videos it hits the microphone as well, because I've heard the afterwards, so I apologise, that's what it is. Is that the front? Oh, that's... Yeah, you could hear the cogs were in there, couldn't you? Thinking, what on earth has gone wrong? Yeah, I think, like I said, I'll stick it down because it keeps... I think I'll go without glitter as well. Let's be extravagant. Let's get a cloth ready before we go for whatever's going underneath it. Obviously I won't be able to move this once I put it down, so I need to get it in the right place, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue, hopefully. No, oh, it does feel nice, that paper. Yeah, it goes well with the inking, the grungy. I think people are enjoying the grunginess of the inking and the pages. Do we want it off? No, I don't think so. We'll have it over this side a little bit so we see some of that text there. Oops, oops. Oh. So I'm starting to think about the cover as well now. I've got a couple of ideas. Like I say, I've got the other book that I'm doing very similar, the blue one, which is here on my desk, so if I remember I'll give you a quick look at the cover when I get to know. Are you straight? So you're down anyway, so yeah, quite liking that. I was thinking I was practically going to cover all of that. Let's get that pin in the glue first. I'm just thinking the edges of it might need inking. I've not inked very much in the way of the papers and things. I've inked the edges of the pages of the book massively. But I think this needs it. We don't want any white edges. Of course it looks inked in there anyway, doesn't it? Don't know what it is about those pages in there, and it's only a pad from I think The Works, so it wasn't very expensive. I've loved that grungy one. Oh. Yeah, so I think we just need a ticket on the bottom of there, and then we can think about the middle. Just wondering why they've got little tiny tickets, but I think I want a bigger one. Just excuse me a minute. So I've put them all for now in my fairy tin. Another fairy tin. This is one the playing cards came in. Just that I like them out on my desk all the time. Okay, so they're all the pretty ones. Do we want a pretty one or do we want a plain? I think we might want a plain. There's a lot going on, isn't there? These are all going to come out when we start embellishing on those, well, the pretty ones and the plain ones. Right, let's move those out of the way so we can have a look. Can you see well there? So I want something long and thinnish, I think. Something like that, which is a Tracy label, not a... That's exactly the shape I want. Let's have a look. Don't know about the text though. They're not going to be too big. Nice shape, but too big. There's got to be something here, hasn't there? Let's just have a look methodically. Move them out the way. Oopsie. It's not the right colour, is it? I do want it a little bit longer as well, I think. No. I mean, obviously it'll look different again when it's inked too. I'm wondering about cutting, if I cut that out around the fancy bit. Let's just see if there's anything else before I do commit myself to that. A little too fancy. I'm not difficult to please, am I? Oh, so that's the same as that one with something in it. Yeah. So they're all the medium size ones. Obviously there's more I could go through, but I'm going to cut round the one with the writing on. See if I like it. See if it's long enough really is the thing. I do like the tag. That goes without saying. Yeah, I'm not sure about the colour next to the background of the paper, but I will ink it and see. Because that can change so much. Oops. Let's see then, it's a pretty shape, isn't it? Don't want to overdo it, but I want it dark. What do you think? I don't dislike it. I might even like it. Let me just look at it a moment. Sorry, still not right in the centre of camera for you, am I know I keep saying it's very similar colour, but I think we've probably got enough colours on there, to be honest. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I can always put something else there when I'm embellishing, if I want to really go crazy. a number or a little specimen label. Right, try and get it in the middle and straightish. I think I have. Lid in glue. Yeah, I like that. I think that's going to be nice. We'll just have a quick look on the page with it again. Put these away. For now, keep them over here so I can get them easier. Yeah. Yes, I like that. I like the orange of that. I never noticed before either. The orange of that mushroom, that's it. Words. Oh. You can see I've been playing with gold. Look, it's on that pink paper. Better. Yeah, the orange of the mushroom with the page is lovely. Now, I am going to ink a little bit around that page though as well, just to bring it in line with the others, but I don't want to lose too much of the orange. Yeah, so what do we want to do inside it? Do we want it to have a pocket, or do we just want some journaling? Do we want a picture? Let me just move my bits off here so I can try a few things. You go on there, you go in the bin. You've got your lid in. Okay. Let's think about the journaling first. Are we just going to leave it to write on that? Shall we have a pocket? Let's just put a few things down to see what we've got. If anything just jumps out. Quite like the red of that flower. The other things are a bit lost on the dark. It's funny, I've said it 1,000 times I think, sometimes you just put the first thing down and it's absolutely perfect. We've got that if I want to back anything. These mushrooms are lovely. They're quite dark as well, aren't they? Yeah, I don't dislike those either. I don't want another book page. Oh, I think I'm just drawn to that now it's down. The only other thing that's different is this, but I don't think it goes at all now. Okay, so that was fairly easy. The only thing I haven't looked at really is these owls. We might end up with an owl in the front page, like I said, opposite this. So, yeah, I think we found something we like. I'm wanting to make that a tuck. Back it onto some card and make it a tuck. What's the one thing I haven't brought with me? Right, I've got these really stiff book pages that I was gluing on. Can I get one open? Because I don't want it doubled to these that I was gluing on previous video. Yep, that'll be stiff enough. Okay, let's put that up there. See if I can get it right to the corner. Got anything gluable under here? Yep. And then I'll save myself cutting 2 corners, won't I? That is quite shiny, but this is very absorbent, so I'm gonna risk the Scotch glue. Whoops. That's it, don't press it so hard. I'll end up goobered up as usual. Yeah, because we could always put in it this tuck. We don't want fillet or embellishing, but we could always put some of the paper from the kit. I've got lots of lovely paper that's right-onable. It's stiff paper, that actually. That's good use of something that would go in the bin. Oops, that's the ruler hit the floor. Oops. obviously didn't get it quite straight down that. Maybe it just won't cut straight. Oops. Come off. I'm thinking it really could do with drying before I glue it in as well. It needs to be out in the air, as it were, to dry, I think. That isn't even stuck there. Dry as anything, so the glue never touched it. Let's do that on that. Oh, we've got some colours going on in this thing, haven't we? Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll let it dry. I might even cut round a couple of corners and then put it in there as a tuck. And I'm going to leave, oh excuse me, oh, I banged my microphone again. I'm going to leave that side for now until we embellish. So I'll leave that out to dry. Shall we put this in? Yeah, I just want a tiny bit of inking round there. Where's my brush? Let's see what's on it still. A piece of paper. Probably you can see it's got some natural colour on the edge anyway. I don't know if that's from Distress or where they've painted the edges of the papers. Yeah, it's not really picking anything up. I don't know if it's because there's nothing on the brush, so I better go steady and see, or if it's just resisting it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the brush. Bring down those corners a little bit, that's it. I mean, it's not pristine orange, you can see where it's been handled a little bit. But I do want to keep some of that orange, just want to, yeah, do a little bit in here. Sorry, just while I've got some on my brush. Barely any, but just a little. Yeah, not really worth talking about, but it has made a difference, I think. Now I could, of course, put that on with a tuck going that way, but I know that the book doesn't look full yet. There's lots of room for growing, but I've counted a minimum of 17 journal cards to go in there. So if you think about 17 thicknesses, yeah, no, I won't. I'll just put it on as a pull out, to tip out, I think. And I think, although it's opening up there, it'll soon learn to lay flat. Yeah. So will I put it on with, or what will I put it on with? I think I'll use the tacky glue because I can move it a little bit. I think the other is a little dangerous. It just takes a little while to dry, this one, but it's good and strong once it does. And that, I mean, that's why it gives you time to move it, because it takes a while to dry, so you can't have everything. And I think if I make a mess of it now, for the sake of using the wrong glue, would upset me. Plenty around the edges. It's going to have a fair bit of weight. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's get it. Sometimes it's better doing things that way because I can line it up with the edge here then. Because again, I don't want it too close into the spine. Do we think that's not bad? Cloth. I need that little wad of paper under there. It's come in really handy, that. I'm pleased I thought about it. That's it. I'll have to just put a bit of ink up there. I'm wondering if it wants some washi up it. Again, that tuck's not going in yet, so I can make that decision, but that is going to get quite a lot of that, isn't it? Sorry, I knocked you then. that. Okay, so what does it look like when we open the book? It'll be down a bit, yeah, nice. So I think that owl's going to be, yes, he's a bit OTT, isn't he, next to that? What a shame. We will find something nice for him there though. I mean, there's lots of things from the kit yet as well. I don't like the clash of the two different plants there. We'll find something, but for today, let's get this back one done. And we're stuck. Oops, don't. The owl nearly went then. Right, that's the front. It's coming out this way. Shall we do the same? Can't even think what image I put on that one now. I'm going to have a look. Was it a mushroom? I think it was a mushroom with a flower behind it, wasn't it? Measure before you do that. Well, I would, but I've thrown my ruler on the floor. There's a little one. Oh, it's going dark. I hope that's just a cloud passing and not that's the front. And not rain on the horizon. My laundry is not dry yet. Oops. So I've got practically 5.5 inches. So that's 2 3/4, isn't it? I think so. Yes. Gosh. I'm sure I'm getting slower as the days go by. Right, I was ready for it that time. Yeah, I inked it all and now I inked that. Is that right? Yeah, that's going that way. So yeah, we'll probably have another bit of that Shakespeare paper on it, but what? I just move some things out the way. I'm starting to get in a pickle again. Right, so we had those. We could cut those down. I very nearly fill it. Or what did we have from the kit? I had some pictures from the kit. I did. I mean, I do want it nearly filling because I think it's upside down, this one. That's nice as well, isn't it? All the mushrooms. I think I might need to tear some paper down because it will look completely different. I'm just going to take the title off it again. For a big bit of text. A wide piece, I should say. Where's the other piece that I was using? No. You're not going to be big enough, are you? Just have a quick look in the book, see if there's any that's bigger. Not particularly. Oh, that one looks quite wide, doesn't it? What have we got now? This is Hamlet. Put that one back. And I like this bit here. Let's tear it down here. Might have gone a bit thin there, let's see. Oh no. I don't know why I'm trying to balance it on that book. That might make life easier. Could even open it as well. Right. Take a little bit of that off. Let's get rid of some of this because it's fighting me all over. I can't get my hands around it. Right, so I can take a piece of that off there. It's being very kind in its tearing. And let's go across there. A little bit straighter, that's better. Oh, they let me down at the last minute. Yeah, so a fair bit off there. It's almost too nice to throw away, this edge, you know. Don't think I'm going to. I must use it though. I'm not, it's not going away in a box anywhere. Right, luckily I can do something about that bottom bit again. That's better. And now the same up here. Yes. So I hope it's not too boring for you watching me tear paper. I love the sound of it. I'm sure there's some people out there who love the sound of paper being torn. It's a thing at the moment, isn't it? People watching the videos with all the noise and no talking. I must admit that is quite a nice sound, that paper. Did we choose something or did we? I do quite like that. I just don't know about it with the blue. I don't want to tear it unless I'm convinced I want it. Can you see? What else did I have? The mushrooms. Quite like those actually. Let's tear them down. I don't know why I'm being so fussy about tearing them down, because I could so easily print them again if I want to use them elsewhere. Not torn. This is so enjoyable for me. I love having the paper in my hand and ripping, cutting, gluing. Such fun. I loved doing this book. I said last video, I think. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I like that ripped as well. Let's ink it again. And then we've got to find the label again. Don't know if there might be any more room on this one or not. So I know I have used other bits of kit in this journal, but so far I've not used an awful lot that hasn't been Nanheen's, to be honest. Yep, so I've got plenty of room down there for another label of some description. It's nice when you do two things that's, you know, similar, especially when you like what you've done. Takes all the indecision, you know, time, choosing time out of it. And you get to just keep playing with the paper. Yeah, I put quite a lot on there, haven't I? I don't know. Don't know why I went quite so mad, but put the lid back in it before I forget. And yes, I know it's drying. Come on, go in. That's tissue, that's not what I normally use. Sorry if you didn't like that noise. Oh, that would have been nice with some gold around it, wouldn't it? I wonder if I can get a bit of gold ink around it. Now then, dauber. So this is a new gold ink pad. My other one has it's very nearly dried up now. I'm going to cut the end off that because I've got acrylic paint on it. Oh, look what colour it used to be. Oh yeah, that's nice and wet. Oh, I've got it all over me already. Mind, I don't mind too much if I get gold on this. I don't know why it was just calling out to me. Maybe it was just seeing that bit of gold on the... it might not even show up on this. Oh, it is doing. Walnut stain that I've put on. It's just adding to it, I think. Can you see that? just a touch, just a hint. Don't know where I've been on my rant now, just put my finger in the ink. Looks like I've been right round, maybe not down there. Lovely. Yeah, nice. £1.50 I paid for that. It's so cheap at the range. Right, don't leave that dauber hanging about. I'm going to have to be careful as I put this down. Oh, excuse me. Yes, it's definitely lunchtime now. I'm hoping to have some lunch and do another video. Like I told you a couple of videos ago, I'm desperately trying to get in front so I can go and enjoy my holidays. I'll miss not filming. It's definitely an addiction. I'll be desperate when I come back to get on and film something. Right, don't smudge the gold. I want it where it is. Yeah, I don't know that I darkened the edge of that enough, that paper. The grey, I think I did more on the front one, didn't I? It's very grey blue, that. Unless it's just that there was a blue flower on the front that tied it in a bit better. Yeah, that's better. That's brought it down. Oh, Dalek voice joining us. You're not stuck there. No. Scratched my forehead so I could be golden now. Just a tiny bit. Is there a bit there as well? Yep. How did I manage that? So all the corners look like they're stuck up. Well. Come on, I know you're not empty, I can hear you. Just taking a long time to get to the nib now. Yeah, all four corners. Half a job. Well, I like it. Label them. So, do I want a smaller one? Let's have a look at the smaller ones. Oh, there's words in here as well. Oh, now you've made a mess, haven't you? Oh, another owl come into play, look. Right, let's put them back in as we don't want them. Like I say, some of these are paper and I can't pick them up. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. It's got a sort of a bluey grey pattern on it. Now I don't even recall cutting that out. I assume it's from Nanine's kit because it's in here with all her things. But I just do not remember cutting it out. So which part of the kit it's from, I don't know. It needs a smidge of ink because I can see white. But not a lot because it's got like a grey border which kind of ties in with the grey bluey background. Yeah, I like that. And again, the owner of the journal can always put a word on, or I may feel the need to when I embellish. Yeah, that one shows itself pretty quick. Whoops. So all that's left to do with this is decide what we're going to do inside it. And then it's a job done. And then it's a video done. Oh, I only just got that in the middle. I like it very, in fact I like both of them very much. Trying to get the pin in. Done it. Okay, let's look at it in situ. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like the blues now, the bluey greys actually. So let's get a bit of ink around that page. Need another book page in there. I'm getting a little bit untidy today. I need to sort that out. Not too much. just a bit, not too much ink. I mean, yeah, this paper kind of resists it a little bit, but just enough to, yeah. Oh. So all I need to know now is what I'm going to do in the middle, the inside, I should say. I'm not going to be able to write on that flip out, are we? Or the other one that I said might just be a picture. So I think we might do the same again and just do a tuck here. So let's get rid of some junk. Cheers. That's my cup of tea that's stone cold. Oh, those lovely mushrooms. They were just winking at me. Inside and out, yeah. I think that's it. I'll just try some more. That's another Nanines one. That could be a side tuck. No. Stop trying, you like what you found. And put on a piece of that book again that we glued on. And that piece doesn't want to come undone. Yeah, that one will. Okay, let's move this and this. Yeah, I'll probably do the same actually, glue it and leave it to set. But I will stick that other piece in. What did I glue on? So we're nearly done with this little bit. So it's exciting. So I think next time we need to go through the things that I've already made, because I've got a few journal cards made that I've done on film with you, and see if any of them fit anywhere or we like them anywhere, both of those things. And then we can start creating the ones we need. I'm liking the fact that they're going to be quite big journal cards that we're making. So I think I said this is from Janie B, from one of the bundles. You know, she does bundles of 100 papers. Eclectic mix of all sorts of things. So. Yeah, so again, when it'll stiffen up a lot when it's dry, and I'll decide whether to round the corners or not. And just like that one, we'll have some that's stiffening up already. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we'll have some paper stuck in it for journaling. So all we need to do now is stick this in the book. What did I do? What did I put the front one in with? Tacky glue, didn't I? So I had a few minutes. So do I want it in the middle? Because I'm thinking if I put it lower down, I could have something up there which I might like. Yeah, I'm going to put it a bit lower down. Oh, and we're working straight away. Super duper. So remember, let me know in the comments if you're joining in, or if you've got any questions. I'll put as much information about the kit as I can think of in the description, like I say, with the links, but please ask if there's anything you want to know that I've not done. I can't find anything. Yep, so again I'm doing it closer to the outside edge so that I'm not particularly bulking up that spine. And I think the same thing when the book's being closed, it'll a little bit sideways on. I think it is. Yeah, the corner might be stuck up a bit, I don't know. Again, I'll go around and art glitter if... Yep, so that will open like that. This will be in the corner with some journaling paper. And we may embellish that because I don't think it's going to be suitable for writing on. And this one here, Oh, I'm going to hide some of that lovely dark, aren't I? Never mind. Unless I put it on there. No, I don't like it on there. No, on there, same thing. With some stationery behind it, perhaps an embellishment. And then embellish the front and back pages to some degree. Perhaps put something up there. So yeah, that's it. So I did say quickly before I let you go that I would show you the blue book, which I am currently working on, which is also a Agatha Christie book. Elephants Can Remember. So I presume they've come in a full set. I only got these two. I got them from a local charity shop. Look, £1.50 each. I've not done as much in this one, but I've done a few bits. So same pages. Is that it? That one's slightly different again. Yeah, they're just such fun. So, like I say, they will both be going in the Etsy shop when they're done, unless anyone contacts me beforehand to say they want them. And then the front, all I've done so far is, and this is all I've thought about, I've got two little frames that the lovely Anne-Marie, hi Anne-Marie, who is a colleague of my husband, sent me, and it's as if they go perfectly. So yeah, something perhaps with those, I don't know. Okay, so I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been lovely having you along. If you enjoyed it, please give me a lovely thumbs up. That would be nice. Come and join me tomorrow for the next episode. And above all, have a lovely, lovely day. Bye-bye.